Hey guys, this is Commander Matthew, and before we start this episode of TREKBACK Tuesday, I want to tell you about my Star Trek podcast. Trek Untold is a weekly interview series where we chat with character actors, stunt performers, writers, directors, and behind-the-scenes people who make the Star Trek universe go at warp speed. Our show is about putting the spotlight on folks who aren't normally in the spotlight. It's about the people who have contributed to Star Trek but aren't in the opening credits of the show. You might not know their names or recognize their faces at first, but I guarantee after you hear our discussions with them, you're going to never forget them again. If you're a fan of not only Star Trek history, but also cinema and television, as well as the entertainment industry and all sorts of other things, you're going to really enjoy hearing this podcast. We're not just discussing appearances on TV shows with these actors, we're discussing acting theory, or we're talking to prop makers and behind-the-scenes crew and discussing how things work that we don't ever see on camera. Each episode is a deep dive into the profession of what these folks do, and you're going to really enjoy hearing their stories. You can check it out on whatever Apple device you're using, whether it's a phone or a pad, or you can listen to it on your favorite Android device. If you want to learn more about Trek Untold, make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And it's available on most major podcast platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and many more. Check us out this coming Thursday for our latest episode, and until then, fortune favors the bold.
Hi, I'm Captain Andrea.
I'm Commander Matthew.
And welcome to TREKBACK Tuesday.
This is the show that explores time and space to seek out new and old Star Trek merchandise from across the galaxy.
Today, we're continuing our look at the Playmates Voyager figures. Commander Matthew, beam in who we're looking at today.
Hi, Captain. Crewman on the bridge, Captain.
Thank you, Commander. Today, we're looking at the 1995 Tom Paris.
That's right, this is Lieutenant Tom Paris from that debut Voyager line. You can see the packaging is the same type of packaging we've seen for every single Voyager figure because it's the debut line.
Yeah, it's not that exciting, but it's still very nice.
We get a peek at the trading card that he comes with, as well as a few of his accessories.
On the back, you can see they have everybody who's in the wave. They show you what accessories he comes with. And for his bio, obviously they give you a brief look at who he is, but for further information, they tell you to contact the federal penal colony that he had been in.
That's the first.
Well, he was in jail originally.
Yeah.
So I like that they continued that. You know, they gave a good nod to it. And with that, Commander Matthew, let's beam him out.
Hi, Captain. Tom Paris is on the bridge, Captain.
Okay, let's talk Tom.
So number one is that does this look like Robert Duncan McNeil? And well, let's reference our trading card from Skybox.
I'd say kinda.
Yeah, I'd say kind of also.
Take a quick look.
I think it's actually fairly strong.
I think it's strong, but at the same time, there's something off about his face. It's a weird little thing. I don't know if it was the shape or what. It's a little off, but it's also not off enough for me to complain, you know?
I think for me, his faces should be maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, there's just something that's a little wrong.
I think it's his hair color also.
No, I'm okay with the hair color.
I'm not. I think it's too light.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, it is too light.
Like even on the trading card, you can see it's a little bit of a darker color. It's got some highlights.
They were trying to make him a dirty blonde, and
it's not quite there.
Yeah, they made him an ash blonde.
Paint job is overall very nice on him, though, but there's a little bit of schmutz on his face.
Yes.
I think that is just plastic that kind of melted from age, more so than it was That's plastic, I think, from aging.
Yeah.
Like his nose stuck to the plastic.
Yeah, there's also one spot on his leg. Check that out.
Yeah, lots of something too.
Is that mold?
It might be. So some of these Voyager figures we got from a lot that were not in the greatest condition. Mm-hmm. So he might need a good fig bath with some apple cider vinegar, perhaps, or something even stronger.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, can't complain. The paint job looks pretty decent. The likeness and the face in general, they're not bad.
No, just the thing with all these Voyager sculpts is that they tend to be a little bit more softer.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, almost more elegant, and it works for some characters, not for others.
I don't find it elegant, though.
Maybe
softer, I think, is the better word, but elegant, that just gives me, a nice idea. That makes me think fancy. There isn't anything fancy about him.
Like, any characters with hard edges in their faces, they didn't happen in the Voyager crew, basically. That's what they're missing, is that, Robert Duncan McNeil, he's got a little bit more hard edges, and I don't think this figure really catches those hard edges.
Yeah, plus, when I looked at it, I know this is a weird thing to say, but I feel like his forehead might be a little too big for the rest of his face.
Yeah.
I feel like they tapered his face a little bit too much, which is what's throwing me off. Because if you look at Robert Duncan McNeil, his face is fairly symmetrical. The shape is fairly similar, I guess.
To me, this figure would work better as if they just repainted the hair as a darker brown, and it would be good as Alan Ruck from his role in Star Trek Generations.
Oh!
Looks way more like Alan Ruck than
I
it
could
does
see
Robert
that, yeah.
McNeil.
And if you really wanted to have some fun, then you could dress him up and you could play him as a Ferris Bueller figure. Because I love Alan Ruck. He's such an underrated actor.
So back to our Alan Ruck figure. So other than that, we've got the standard articulation. We've got the Voyager figures. Snapping pretty good. This hasn't been opened. You can hear that paint snapping.
Yeah.
So yeah, the head turns left and right, shoulders go up and down. Since this is from a 95, we've got now the bicep swivel.
Gotta love a good bicep swivel. And a good crunchy bicep swivel.
And unfortunately, because he is clearly moldy.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely moldy. These might just get thrown out in that case. Yeah, everything's moving, but now...
I wouldn't want you touching that. You need to wash your hands.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to stop touching him now.
Please do.
Let's look at his accessories.
He comes with the basic Star Trek insignia stand. Just has his name on it. He comes with his handheld phaser and blast.
He gets a nice silver color, too, which
really
says a lot about the importance of the character that they gave him the more realistic colors. Because in my opinion, whenever they have characters with more realistic colors, those are the ones they care more about.
I don't know about that.
Toys more.
I don't know, because they're Picard figures that had really weird, crazy colors, so...
I mean, later on, yeah, but in terms of, this line, he got the right colors.
I guess, but I don't know. I'm kind of about that. He comes with a pad. He comes with a compression phaser rifle.
Which is one of my favorite accessories.
Yeah, I like how that one looks.
Saw that one with Tuvok previously.
And he comes with the standard issue away team gear.
It's always nice that it has the lovely little sticker. We've also seen this one in a bunch of other toys.
That, more than anything, makes me feel like he's important just because it has other colors on it.
So we've seen with Tuvok that no one can really hold this compression rifle, and I think his hands even less can hold this.
Yeah.
I don't see any way for any of these hands to hold this weapon, so I'm not even going to bother trying.
No, just let him carry his purse.
Yeah, give him his man bag, and they'll put a phaser in one hand. We'll put the pad in the other, so you can...
Work on his holo novels.
Yeah, exactly. You can... Oh, well, he can't even hold that, so never mind. He ain't working on any holo novels anytime soon.
Oh, man.
And he's not being able to hold his man purse either, so he's just going to shoot things. That's
That's okay, too. He flies and shoots things.
That's all he needs to do.
Yeah, it's all good.
Now let's go ahead and put Lieutenant Paris at the helm so he can pilot Voyager alongside the rest of the crew already there.
You should probably say that.
So at the end of the day, he's better than average.
Yes.
Not one of the standouts in the line, but definitely better than some of the other ones that we've seen.
Yes.
And, the face is almost there, just not quite.
Yeah, it was just a little off. But, hey, now we know it's a great Alan Ruck figure.
Yeah, exactly. I've always wanted an Alan Ruck figure. Do you think if we keep saying Alan Ruck, he'll get a pair of wings?
I'm kind of hoping if we say Alan Ruck enough times, he'll magically appear.
So that's our look at Alan Ruck. Lieutenant Tom Paris from Star Trek Voyager, Playmates Line 95.
Yes. I'm Captain Andrea.
I'm Commander Matthew, and until next time, live long and buy toys. And support Alan Ruck on Cameo.
If he's there.